So, good morning, happy Friday. We're gonna start on our backs, knees bent, heels a little bit close to the butt, hands down alongside your hips. We're gonna start with 30 seconds of pelvic tilt. So all you have to do here is press your low back into the ground. So there's a little tilt of the pelvis, a little engagement in the quads, and then relax back to the natural curve of your back. So it's just a little bit of a rocking maneuver, pressing your low back into the ground, and then releasing back to the natural curve of your back. And you go as fast or as slow as you like. We're just kind of warming up the low back, making some space in the low back area. And then if you like connecting your breath with your movement, as you exhale, you'll press your low back down into the ground and then inhale to release back to the natural curve of your back. And you got 5 seconds left. All right, now toe heel your feet out a little bit wider and come into some windshield wipers. So you're going to step your feet as wide as you like, and then you're just going to start to drop the knees side to side. We're just now bringing a little bit of fluid movement into the hips. And then just check here. How does your hips feel? How do your knees feel? How does your back feel? So if there's anything funky going on, you'll want to make sure that you just be mindful and address those places if you come across them throughout our class. All right, we got 8 seconds left here. And time. Nicely done. Okay, now we're going to keep our knees in a bent knee position, and arms are going to come across the chest in what we call I Dream of Jeannie arms. So you're just going to catch hold of your elbows in the little square in front of your chest, and you're going to start to pull your elbows side to side. 30 seconds there. If you like, you'll start to pull them side to side, but then also move them a little up and down. So you might move your forearms up towards your forehead, keep them going across the body, move them down towards your belly button, but only if that feels good. If it feels better to stay just straight out in front of the chest, stay there. We got 10 seconds left of work here. All right, now we're going to release those arms, reach them up and overhead, and then reach them down, nice long arms right alongside your hips. And that's all we're doing, reaching the arms up and overhead, straight up along your ears, and then bringing them right back down alongside the hips. Reaching up and bringing them back down. Nice, we got 5 seconds left here. And time, awesome. Hands are gonna come down alongside the hips, feet about hip width distance apart, heels nice and close to the butt. And now we're gonna take it into some rolling bridges. And this is a full minute of work. So you're gonna curl your tailbone up, roll up through the spine, lift all the way up as high as you can, and then roll back down. So think upper back, middle back, low back, hips touch the ground. And then once you're down, right back up. Curl the tailbone up, roll up through the spine, roll back down, think upper back, middle back, low back, and then the hips touch down. So make that a slow and mindful roll. Roll up as high as you like, roll down with control. You're already halfway there. And just see how much you can articulate that movement. So curl the tailbone up, lifting up through the spine. And then as you lower down, think sternum, ribs, middle back, and then the hips touch down. We got 10 seconds left. And time, nicely done. Okay, feet about hip width distance apart, heels close to the butt. We're gonna start by alternating. Knees are gonna drop out to the side. So right knee and then left, and you're just gonna take 30 seconds of work here, taking one knee out and then the other, and then see if you can keep everything else nice and stable. So your arms are gonna press into the earth, knees gonna drop down. It's just gonna move out from the hip and pull back in, and see if you can find that pulling back in sensation right at your inner thigh. We got 10 seconds left here. Nice. And now bring the soles of the feet together, knees out to the left and to the right. We're going to take it into some butterfly bridges for the next 30 seconds. So you're going to press your soles of your feet together. Elbows are going to come down alongside the ribs to give you a little leverage. And then you're just going to fire away. Lift your hips up away from the floor, lower them back down with control. Squeezing your glutes as you lift up. lowering back down, feeling a little bit of work maybe in the inner thigh and the groin as you lift up and then lower it back down. You got it. Nice work, you guys. And time. Awesome. Bring those legs back together. We're going to take it into a figure four shape. So right leg is going to come across the left. First minute of work in that figure four is going to be some hip bridges. So with your elbows on the ground, you're going to lift your hips up and lower back down with control. You're going to go as fast or as slow as you like. You're going to see if you can find a little stability in the top half of your body. So shoulders are evenly weighted, elbows are evenly weighted, helping leverage you up and helping control you on the way down. And then just see if you can find the work coming out of your glutes, the back of your standing leg. Nice. You're already halfway there. Five seconds left, but we're going to keep this right leg in that figure four configuration for the next minute of work as well. Okay, set your butt down. Right hand's going to come to the belly, left hand behind the head, and we're into some crunches here. So left shoulder is going to lift towards that right knee and then lower it back down. With your right hand on your belly, you're going to want to try and focus on pulling your abdominal muscles down as you lift the shoulder towards the knee. Beautiful, you guys. Nice work. And then just go as fast or as slow as you like, making sure it's a nice controlled maneuver up and controlled on the way down. And time. Awesome. One last bit of work on this right side. So you now extend your right leg up towards the ceiling, slide your left leg down to the end of your mat. You're going to anchor into your left leg. Arms are going to come out at your sides. Press the backs of your arms down, a little point in that right toe. And then we're taking some leg circles. We're going to circle in one direction for 15 seconds. I said the wrong thing, not 15 seconds, 30 seconds of work on this way. All right, 3 seconds left and we're gonna switch directions. When you're ready, go the other way. Left leg is nice and anchored. We're circling that leg, skimming across the midline of the body, taking out just as wide as you can control, and then pulling it back up and in. Nice, you guys, beautiful work. 5 seconds left. And time. Nicely done. Okay, set your right leg down, bend your knee. Left leg is going to come across the right, and we're right back to those hip bridges, single leg, elbows alongside the ribs. Press into your elbows, lift your hips nice and high, lower back down with control. Go as fast or as slow as you like, maintaining a little control in the top half of the body, working out of the back of that standing leg. Already halfway there. And time. Nice job. Keep the left leg across the right, left hand to the belly, right hand behind the head, and right into some figure four crunches. We're going to lift that shoulder towards the knee, pulling the abdominal muscles down as you lift, and then lowering back down with control. Just as much control coming up as lowering down, working the muscles in both directions. If you like connecting your breath and your movement, you're going to exhale as you lift up and inhale to lower down. And time. Awesome job. Lower your head down, lift your left leg up towards the sky, send your right leg nice and long, a little point in that left toe, and away we go. We're circling around, crossing over the midline, swinging it out, going just as wide as a circle feels good to you. So if there's any clicky noises or anything funky going on with the hip, make your circle small and controlled. And then once you feel like you've sort of loosened things up, maybe you increase the range of motion, or maybe you always stay small. Maybe it feels better to stay in that smaller range of motion. Arms are pressing into the earth, nice and stable in that right leg. All right, now take your circles and go the other way. Nice, you guys, beautiful work. You got 10 seconds left. And time. Awesome job. Set your foot down, grab your theraband. Knees can be bent or knees can be long. That'll be totally up to you. We're going to work in the top half of the body. So you're going to walk your hands super close together and then pull the theraband apart, keeping that distance. We're pulling the elbows down towards the ribs, pushing the hands up towards the ceiling, and then reaching them up and overhead, all the while keeping and maintaining that nice pulling sensation, that nice even distance on the theraband. So walk your hands nice and close, pull it apart. Bend your elbows, pull them towards your ribs, push them up towards the ceiling, reach them up and overhead. As you reach up and overhead, can you keep your ribs pinned to the ground and don't let the ribs and the belly flare up? So it might change the range of motion. If you can't reach all the way up alongside your ears, you're just going to reach as far as you can without letting your ribs and your belly puff up and away from the floor. Nice work, you guys. 20 seconds left. And time. Awesome job. From here, we're going to take it into roll up. So step your feet nice and long, hug your legs slightly together, take a nice firm hold of your theraband, pull it apart, reach it up and overhead. As you exhale, you're going to reach your arms up towards the ceiling, curl up the head, neck, and chest, roll on up, reaching past your toes if you like, and then rolling right back down, curling the tailbone under, pulling apart on that theraband as you lower yourself down, arms reach up and overhead. Exhale, we roll right back up. Beautiful. And then if that roll up feels like it's too challenging, you have an option to bend your knees or take your theraband, wrap it around the bottoms of your feet, and let your theraband help assist with that rolling up sensation. You've got 20 seconds left. All right, the next time you come up, stay up. All right, now step your feet nice and wide so your feet find the outer edges of your mat. So a nice wide figuration. Put your TheraBand just off to the side. Hands are going to come behind the head. We're going to keep a nice tall posture. We're going to twist to one side, take a little side bend, lift back up, rotate to center, twist the other side. So we want to keep and maintain a little press of your head into your hands into your head. Take a little rotation of the torso and then a side bend within that rotation. Try to keep your hips as anchored into the ground as you can, pressing into your heels. So we want to keep our hips anchored and not moving. So all of the movement is coming out of the torso and the hips stay nice and evenly heavy on the floor. Beautiful, you guys. Nice work. And time. Awesome job. Let your arms go. Wiggle everything out. Now we're going to take it into some reverse tabletops and then add on from there. So walk your feet in, hands behind you. We're going to start by just lifting the butt up and lowering it down. So that's the first level, and you can lift up as high as you like. Does not have to be extreme. But if that is all feeling good, then you're going to add on. You're going to rearrange your standing hand. You're going to lift. One arm is going to reach up to the sky. Lower your butt down, take it over to the other side. Hands going to find the ground, lifting your hips and reaching up. If that single arm work does not work for your shoulders, come back to double arms on the ground and only lift as high as feels good in your shoulders. Beautiful, you guys. Nice work. You got 3 seconds left. And time. All right, set your feet back down. Take your TheraBand, and we're just going to wrap it around the bottoms of the feet and take it into some rows from here. So you're going to really choke up on the TheraBand so you get a good amount of work going on. We're going to sit up nice and tall, pull the elbows back towards the ribs, and then reach them back out with control. So we're working in both directions. We're pulling back with control and then releasing with control, maintaining that nice tall posture the whole time. Gaze is forward, and a little bit of flex in the feet so the legs are slightly active as well. Nice. And then just start to go as fast or slow as you like, but make sure that you've got plenty of control in both directions. And then if at any point it feels like it's not quite enough work, you can walk your hands a little closer to your feet, choke up on the TheraBand a little bit more, find that extra little bit of work. You're already halfway there. And time. Awesome job. Release your TheraBand, set it off to the side. We're going to come up into a low position, but we're going to be moving sideways. So come into a nice sideways position, and then you're going to stay nice and low. Step 1 foot out, bring it over and across, step the foot in, lift up just slightly. Hands find the ground, step over and across, slide yourself over, step that foot in, lift up only slightly. Hands come down, step over and across, stay as low as you can. Lift up slightly, and then take it at your pace. Go as fast or as slow as you like, and as low or as high as feels comfortable. So we all have different range of motion in the knees, in the ankle joint, in the Achilles heel. So any bit of variation that is going to work for you, but we want to stay slightly low in our position and a nice low side to side maneuver. Beautiful, you guys. Nice work. 18 seconds left. You got this. And time. Awesome job. Come all the way up, grab your theraband, and we're going to take it into some monster walks. So we're going to make a little U shape with our theraband so that we can step onto it. And then we're going to start to move in our nice little monster walk. So you can crisscross your theraband or just hold on tight, keep a low position, and start to step at an angle up and down your mat. So you're stepping in a zigzag pattern, keeping a little bit of restraint with that theraband so it helps you find that work in the adductors as you step out and control as you step in. You got 18 seconds left. Nice work. And time. Awesome job. Rise up. Woo, kick those legs out. Grab 2 hand weights. Heavy if you like. Lighter if your shoulders are feeling a little cranky. It is going to have an overhead press. So step your feet hip width distance apart. Nice and close, but still a little bit of space. We're going to bend down, touch right alongside the side of the feet, and then bring it right up into an overhead press. You're going to go as fast or as slow as you like, but you're going to want to try and find that position of pushing your butt down and back, chest and chin stay lifted. And as you give that overhead press, you're going to keep your belly firm. Ribs are pulled in towards each other so that the chest isn't flaring up. Beautiful. And then if that straight up alongside your ears is no good for your shoulders and it makes you puff up your chest, keep it slightly out in front of your face so you're not yanking against your shoulders too much. Nice work, you guys. And time. Awesome job. Okay, now we're going to take it into some straight punches. So we're going to step our feet slightly wider, hands up at the shoulders, and we're just going to start to punch straight across. Get a little speed going once you've got that movement pattern down. The feet are going to move with you and the hips are going to move with you. So we're punching across the body, but we're letting the hips swivel and the foot pivot. Nice. You got 6 seconds left. You got this. And time. Nicely done. Okay, step your feet just a little bit wider. We're going to come into a sumo squat. Hold that sumo squat. Get your knees active so they're pulling toward your pinky toes. Keep those weights, and we're going to take it into some controlled uppercuts. So nice 90-degree bend in the elbows. You're punching upward and then a short stop. So you want to find that punch and then stop it nice and short right when you find that jaw level. So keeping that squat, moving out of the shoulder, and a nice short quick stop. Beautiful. You're already halfway there. And then don't lose that squat. If you feel like your butt started lifting up, sink it down and then right back to those punches. 2 seconds left. And time. Nice job. Come on up, shake out your legs. We're going to take it into a little single leg work to finish. So standing on one leg, lifting your foot up or toe on the ground to balance, and we're taking it right into some bicep curls. We got 1 minute of work. Find your level of balance that's going to work for you. Toe on the ground allows you to maintain a balance without having to think too much about it. Keep a little firmness in your belly to help support your torso and your core, and keep lifting up through the crown of your head. And sometimes it helps to just focus your eyes, focus your gaze on one single point, and that might also help maintain your balance. And time. Awesome job. Set that foot down, shake out your standing leg. But of course, we got to do all that to the other side. So stand on your other leg, pick your level of balance, foot lifted up or toe on the ground, totally up to you. Focus your gaze on one single point. Also can help to press the tongue to your roof of your mouth. So if that helps maintain your balance, any little assist that helps get you there. Nice, you guys. Beautiful work. And time. Awesome job. Set that foot down. Give your legs a good old shake. Set your weights off to the side. And we're just going to stretch it out. So start by just giving everything a good little hokey pokey shake. Shake your arms, shake your legs, make sure everything feels good. And then step your feet nice and wide, super wide. Take a nice big breath, reach your arms up. Exhale, hinge from your waist, fold all the way down, let your hands find the ground. Once your hands have found the ground, start to find a little sway side to side. So bend your knee, think side lunge, but think of it as a stretching maneuver. So go into that inner thigh, pause for a second, find a breath, and then take it over to the other side. Nice. One more little sway side to side, and then you're going to bring it back to center. Both legs are going to be fairly straight. Walk over towards your right leg, soften your nose towards your knee, take a nice big breath. Cool, and then walk it over towards your left foot. Soften your nose toward your knee, take a nice big breath. Beautiful. Walk it back to center. Take your left hand, reach up and just find your low back. So think about that little flat area of your low back. Notice that area. We're going to try and keep that area level. So not letting the hips swivel or move with, but try to keep that area level. As you bring your right hand back down to the ground, left hand's going to reach up to the sky. Try not to let the hips move. So you might find a lesser range of motion here. Cool, and then bring that hand down underneath your nose. Keep your hips level if you can. Reach your other arm up. Beautiful, bring that hand back down. And now we're gonna go back into it, but this time you're gonna let your hips move with you. So take your arm up nice and high and let your hips rotate with you, and then look how far you can reach here. Awesome, bring that hand down and switch sides. Hand's gonna find the ground, arm's gonna reach up, let your hips move with you. Beautiful, and then bring that hand back down to the ground. Toe heel your feet in to about hip width distance apart with a nice soft bend in your knees. You're gonna drop your head down, let your spine dangle, take a nice big breath. Beautiful. And then bend your knees a lot, pull your abdominal muscles in, roll up to a standing position. We're going to take the left arm, bring it across the body, drop the shoulder down, and then lift your head up and down just a couple of times. Nice. And then bring your head to neutral, release your arm, other side, bring it across the body, drop the shoulder down, and then lift your head up and down a couple of times. Nice. Bring your head to neutral, release your arm, grab your theraband, and last little stretch, we're going to stretch the shoulders. So you're going to take the theraband behind you, palms facing backwards. Bring as much space between your hands as feels good so that your arms can move freely away from the back of your body. And then once you feel like you've got a good handhold, bend your knees, hinge from your waist, fold over, let your arms fall away from the back side of your body, and let them just dangle here. When you're ready, hands come towards the low back, bend your knees, lift from the top of your head, come up nice and slow. Move that theraband out of the way, give your shoulders a little shrug out. Grab your foam roller if you're sticking around. You guys are amazing. Nice work today.